Hi, I'm Shoestring Jay and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal and money saving. And if I'm looking a bit rosy cheeked, it's because I've just got out of the bath, a really long hot bath because I felt like I deserved it. All week I have been doing DIY and decorating our spare room. Haven't got around to this room yet, but that will happen. I feel inspired. I've been trying to do I decided I was going to get on with it this year and actually do some of the DIY that I keep looking at and thinking I haven't got time for that. So I made time this week. I've just got on with it and I'm nearly there. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing and the end result, well, the almost end result, because as I say, it's just a few little bits and pieces to go now. So I'm in the spare room today because I am resisting going to the charity shop to buy more stock. Because it's still January, I'm on a no-spend January, and although I am allowed to buy stock by my own rules, I will struggle not to buy things for myself, and I don't need anything. So I'm not going. I'm going to wait until February. I have popped into the charity shop twice already this month, once to find someone to take my mum's cupboard. I mentioned that in a previous video, trying to get them to actually remove it, which I have, and once just to donate some things, but I was in and out pretty quickly that time. And I thought I'll go today and I'll start. I haven't got Archie here. I haven't got to do any dog walking. I'll go and get a load of stock. But then I thought, no, it's just going to be temptation. And I've got the day. Let's make the best of the day and actually do some decorating because I've got loads to do in the house. And although Justin will help me, it's so much easier to do when Archie's not here. So I will get Justin to do some bits separately that I want him to do in the other room. But let's show you what I'm doing today. You can see I've got my best outfit containing the ghosts of DIY projects past. I'm going to do this room, so I'm going to aim just to paint these two walls. I've got some pink which I think will go really nice with this blue. I got this from a boot sale. It's Joe Brown's bedding and I really like it, and I thought that's the kind of colours I want to go for. But I've got pink, I've got a dusky pink. I can't remember why I bought it, but I ended up not using it. So I'm using it in here, just to use it up. So it means I don't have to buy anything. I've got white paint to do the woodwork as well, though there's not very much woodwork in here. And I've got paint to the ceiling. Whether or not I'll do the ceiling today, I don't know. I'm really focusing on the walls and the white. And I'm not going to do the other two walls pink, I don't think. I think I'll just be too much. So I'm not sure what colour I'm going to do those yet. It might be white. I don't know. I'll see what it looks like when I've done the first few. So that's what I'm going to do. Rather than trying to do a whole lot in one go, I'm just going to do what I can today. We're out for the day tomorrow, so I won't be able to continue tomorrow. So just see what I can get done today and focus on the walls and the woodwork, I think. So I've got one coat on, definitely needs another coat. I'm still trying to decide whether to do the other two walls, but I think I'm going to do the woodwork and a second coat and then make a decision. It looks quite dark and patchy at the moment, but it will look fine once it's done. It's even a nice day today. I can't believe the sun's actually shining after the storm yesterday. Anyway, let's get on with sandpapering the woodwork. The coat is starting to dry, so I think it's looking much better now. But I have decided I'm going to carry on and do the rest of the room. I'll probably run out of paint, but I'll keep going and see how far I get and order some more if I need to. But I've got to go make some dinner now. So I didn't really explain when I was painting that I'd almost finished the room. I'd almost done all of the walls and I ran out of the pink. I was really annoyed. So I thought, well, I could wait till the 1st of February before I order any more, because obviously I'm doing a no spend January, but it was only a few days and it would have been pointless. What was the point of just delaying myself from getting on with it? So I went ahead and ordered another pot, and it was just as well actually, because I did need it. I did need to do a third coat, so it was just as well in the end that I did that. So I needed 1.5 pots to do that room. I've got half a pot left. My paint's arrived, so I can do the next coat on the walls where I hadn't quite finished it. And that wall has had 2 coats, but it still looks a little patchy. So I'm going to do a 3rd coat on that one. But I'm going to start painting this old dressing table first. I'm just about to sugar soap it, and then I'll give it a sand. And I've got to take these old knobs off. I've got some more in the garage somewhere, some gold ones. I better go and find those. Yeah, so I'm about to start that, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. So one of my Christmas presents from Justin was this little sander, and that's because I had a couple of projects in mind and I really dislike sanding. I don't really like sanding with these, to be honest, because they make you vibrate right through your body, but it's a lot quicker than doing it manually. So let's give it a go. First use. Still makes you vibrate all over, but like I say, nice and quick. So that's half the top done already. So first coat on that bit, not on the drawers yet. I can't get 2 of the knobs out. I need Justin and his muscle, and he's not here. So later on I'll have to do the first coat around those and then get him to take them off later. So it's a much kind of more teal, greeny colour than I was expecting. It's called After Midnight by French Chic. And I thought it was going to be a much more blue, dark blue, but I think it's going to be okay. It goes with the pink. So yeah, anyway, that's coat 1. I think it's going to probably need at least 3 coats on here, but we'll see. So I put a 2nd coat on this morning, and it's much darker and getting to be a better colour actually. So I've got to now paint the curtain poles. I haven't done those yet. And the chair, which is in the other room, which I've got to sand down and also do. I've decided not to do the mirrors that actually were bought with this, because we've got the big mirror, which is here. And I think that would probably be quite good on the wall above it. So I don't think I'm going to paint it. I'll just put it here. So I've got to do 1 more coat of this. It definitely needed 3 coats, this. You can see it's still quite patchy, whereas the walls that have had 3 coats are looking pretty good now. So it did need 3 coats. So yes, I am getting there. What do you think, Lola? You think just give me my bed back? Update, and I'm getting there. So this is 3 coats on this. I've only done 1 coat on that chair, which I decided to do green. Still a big mess in here. The walls are all done. The woodwork is all done. Got to finish the chair, do 1 more coat of this, find some knobs to go in on it, which are somewhere in the garage. Get Justin to help me with that. Get the mirror up on the wall, get pictures up on the wall. Give the carpet a clean. The carpet is actually going to go, but I'm still not at the point where I can afford to buy all of the carpets that I want. Get the curtains back up. And I think we're there. And that's enough decorating for now. It's taken up my whole week. I feel like I've been doing this forever. Right, finally finished the dressing table. I think I mentioned in my last clip that I decided against doing the mirrors that came with the dressing table. I'm going to put the big mirror above it. Still haven't done the lampshade, done all the walls, got the curtains back, but I haven't done the hooks for the tie backs yet. Cat's making the bedding all hairy, but you can see this was the bedding that inspired the colour scheme. I've got to take it off and wash it in a minute. I've got some pictures to go up down there. The chair is still drying. And I've got a little basket of towels and things here that I need to move. I need to just kind of hoover. So yeah, so we're getting there. Obviously the carpet's going to need replacing at some point, but that'll be done when everything else is done. So I'm going to go and have a nice bath now. I'm pretty much done, apart from a few little bits and bobs. So I'm really pleased with it. I'm especially pleased with that pink colour. I really like it. The blue of the desk wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be more kind of midnight blue, but it is a lovely colour teal, so I'm happy with that. I'll stick with that. The thing about DIY when we do it in this house is that we do it on a budget, which means I do buy paint, and I do buy good paint, because I found that buying cheap paint is a false economy, and you know, you could spend a fortune on wallpaper, couldn't you? And I tend not to use wallpaper very much because that really is expensive. And I get some colour using paint and bedding and that sort of thing. Tend to buy the bedding secondhand. In this case, that bedding was from a boot sale. I think I mentioned that. And the curtains came from eBay long time ago. They were in a previous house, first of all. We've used what was there already in terms of furniture, and I just painted that tatty old desk that I bought years ago for Becky when she lived with us. Then she took it with her when she went to her first flat and she painted it white. It was plain pine and it got really tatty and battered and wasn't looking its best. So I think it looks much better and it's given it a new lease of life doing that blue. Same with the chair. I don't know where that came from. That came from Becky as well. She picked that up secondhand somewhere. That looks much, much better blue as well. Still got to do the carpet. And as you will know, I've mentioned several times that I am saving up for carpets. So that'll all get done in one go when we're ready, when we've got enough money to do the whole lot in one go, all the same colour at some point, hopefully by the end of this year. So what else have I got to go in there? I've got to do the lampshade because that lampshade, I think I mentioned this as well, is kind of broken. It was there when we arrived here and you can't get it off. Me and Justin both tried, I've used brute force, it just won't come off. So I think we're going to have to take the whole light fitting off because we're going to have to break the light fitting to get that lampshade off. So we'll probably have to buy a new light fitting. Haven't done that yet, so that'll be done in the next few weeks. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, on Vinted this morning, I found a really lovely, good quality, 100% cotton duvet set in similar colours. It was still in its packaging, although it was obviously pre-owned and then not used for some reason. I don't know why they didn't use it, but it was Sarah Miller. I don't know if you've come across Sarah Miller. I looked on M&S and Marks and Spencer's website, and they have the same one on there, more or less the same one anyway, for £90. So I picked this one up for, what did I pay in the end? It was about £38, I think, including postage. I think that's right. And I used my Vinted balance. So I used almost all of my Vinted. Well, I used the whole lot plus about £15 on top, I think, that came from my bank account. So that was pretty good. So that was my first bit of spending from February, since I've just completed a no-spend January. What else? So yeah, it's just using what you have, really. Using what you have, and I tend to buy as much secondhand furnishings and curtains and that sort of thing as I possibly can. The lampshade that I'm going to put up there came from a boot sale. Can't remember how much I paid for that. Oh, it might have come from the garage sale trail that we did here actually in the summer. I can't remember where I picked it up, but I know I picked it up straight away thinking, oh, this is perfect. It looks like a Laura Ashley one. It doesn't say Laura Ashley, but I'm pretty sure it is. And it's the same dusky pink. So yeah, altogether I've spent about £65 on paint, I think. That's not including what I already had, those. I already had lots of white for the woodwork. So I don't know. Maybe let's say I've spent £80 on paint. And I spent, whatever I said, I think it was about £38 say on the duvet set. And that's it. So that's it. Even the brass handles, brass knobs for the cabinet came. I did actually have them on eBay, took them off eBay because I picked up a load from my dad's shed when I was clearing his garage out, actually, before Mum moved house. And I picked up a load of vintage knobs and things because I thought they're too good. I can't let my siblings sling them out in the skip, so I'll either use them or I'll sell them. I was going to sell them, and I thought, no, that gold goes really well with the tealy colour of the dresser. So yeah, so even they were secondhand. So there's really a very little in terms of what I paid there. So I think you can do a decent job without spending a fortune. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. I'm still looking really rosy, and I need to cool down a bit. Do give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.